Welcome to Code Effectively. The topic for today is this keyword. We will know the use of this keyword in Java. This is the most important topic because 2 marks theory question could be asked from ICSE class 9 to 12th, and it is a basic concept in core Java. So watch this video till the end. This is the part 1. Okay, so let's start. See, actually this keyword is an important keyword in Java. It has many uses. It has variety of uses. Like this keyword has around 6 uses, 6 different uses. We can use this keyword in 6 different ways. Today we will be discussing one of the way. So one of the way is that this keyword is used, I would write this keyword is used to access the current class. Okay, it is used to access the current class value, current class variable. You can say current class variable. Because you are a beginner in Java, I would say class variable, or you can say global variables. In actual, these class variable or local variables are known as instance, class instance. Okay, but if you are a beginner, then you can say class variables or global variables. This means the same, but in actual, when we are talking in technical terms, this keyword is used to access the instance of a class. Okay, what does it means? Like for example, let me clarify it to you. We are having a class, let's say P1, and these are the global variables. Let's say the global variable be int k be the global variable, and I am using this method one more here, void num. And here in the argument or in the parameterized argument also, I took the variable name same as that of the class variable, or you can say of the global variable. Now what to do? And I just said that the value of the class variable is equals to k is equals to k. This is wrong, because the computer or the compiler will get confused which k you are referring to. Are you referring to the class variable k, or you are referring to the local variable k? So in order to remove this ambiguity, or in order to remove this confusion, ambiguity, what we do, we use this keyword. Whenever we want to access the class variable, local variable, or instance of a class, we use this dot and the variable name, and is equals to k. Now for example, here the value of class variable is k, so k is equals to k. Now the computer or the compiler will understand this part means the global variable. Okay, I will write gl or global variable, and this part means the local variable. So in this way the computer understands. But this method is only applicable when we have the same name for the class variable and the local variable. Then only we use this keyword. I repeat, this keyword is used when the name of the class variable, local variable, or you can say instance variable is same as that of I repeat, when the name of the class variable, instance variable, or global variable is same as that of the local variable, then it is known, then we use this keyword in order to remove the ambiguity. Okay, so now if I will run this program, it will definitely run, but this is a compile time error. Okay, so now we got the use of this keyword. It is used to distinguish. Okay, you can write it is used to distinguish between local and instance of a class, instance variable. You can say instance variable in correct definition. Okay, or you can say it is used to remove ambiguity or confusion. You can, anything you can use. Okay, so now let's do the practical implementation. Lots of stuff we have written. Now let's do the practical implementation. I will be showing you first the error. See, this is my class. I have created this. The class name is this key, because I will be showing you about the this keyword. So let's make one more class, and let's say that class name is world. Okay, now let's take it confuse. Okay, because we are talking about confusion, that's why let's take this confuse. So now what we will do, and after this we will make a variable. Now let's say k only. This is my global variable. After this, what I will do, I will make a method void number, not number, okay, in this, and I will take another parameterized variable same as that name of the global variable. Now what I will do, I will put k equals to k. Okay, and let's see, just wait for a minute, and I will extend this class in order so that we can write. And let's say extends confuse. Okay, so I will be just showing you the practical way how we were using. Now it is extends confuse. After this, what we will do, we don't have to do anything, it is just confuse. And now let us create the object ob is equals to this key, and let's close the bracket, and I will call it ob dot, and let's say it's ob dot num. Okay, and I have to pass a variable, let's say the value be 10, because it is a parameterized one. Okay, now let's run this program and we will see a error. See, and you have run this program. We have to compile it also, so let's compile it here only, because we have not displayed any method. So let's say system.out.println. okay, now this is println, and you will get the value of k. Let's print the value of k first. Okay, so the value of k should be printed. Let's see, and you can see the value of k got 10. So, but let's see what value we got. We got the value of k equals to 10, but we don't know which value has been assigned. Is this value assigned to k, or which value has been assigned to k? So this is an ambiguity. Okay, now what to do? You can see also here the assignment variable has, the assignment to the variable has no effect. Okay, why no effect? Because the value of this local variable is getting displayed and not this value is getting displayed. Now what to do to get both the values displayed? We will just use this dot k, and after this dot k, let's display the value. Okay, so first let me display with the message this keyword k value. Okay, this keyword k. So what will be the value? We have to use this dot k to display the global variable value. And after this I will get system.out.println. okay, and let's say now it's the simple value, or should I display local k? Local k. So what will be the value? It will be just simple k. And just in order to get the exact k, whatever the value of k is, let us increase this global variable value k by 1. Let's give it a plus plus. Now let's see what comes out. Now according to the mathematics, when this 10 value will go into this number, the k value, and this will be assigned to the global variable k, 10 will be assigned to it. So here you can see, I will write down in the comment so that it is easier to you. 10 will be assigned to the k, and after this 10 value will be increased and it will become 11. So the local variable here, the answer should be coming out to be 11. Okay, and here it should be around, it should be the exact value of k, that is 10, the local value. Let's see what will be the answer. And you can see this keyword k gets 11 value and the local keyword k gets 10. Why? Because we were increasing the value of this dot k, which indicates that the global variable value was increasing. Okay, and we assigned the value. So we got the two different values. So you can see the local k does not have any effect on k, this dot k plus plus. The value of the local k went to was original, that was 10, but the value of the global variable got increased. So this is how you have to use this keyword. This was the first method, or this was the first use. In the second video we will be getting the second use or the another use of this keyword. Till then, stay tuned and go and watch Code Effectively channel. Thank you for watching.